calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing. Can you hear this sound? Can't stop us now.
I just wanted to share my story because I go to bed really early, so I always I've been missing the lives for the past 3 nights. I watch them in the morning. I'm just more of a morning person during the day, and by 7, 8 o'clock, I am just so tired with my life today. It's just so busy. I wake up 5, 6 o'clock every day with my son, and by 8 o'clock, I'm tired and ready to watch my shows. So anyways, long story short, I just wanted to put my story because if I was on the live, I would go on the call and talk to everyone. But I just wanted to show you that recovery does work. I am 2.5 years clean, and back in 2012, I got clean for my first time. I used for 3 years, which was heroin, the dope when it was real dope, and crack cocaine. I did that for on and off for 3.5 years in jails, prostituting, running the streets, homeless, you name it. I was living with dates and back on the streets, burning my bridges, all of the cases. I got drug court back in 2012, and I stayed clean for almost 9 years and relapsed in 2019. I used for 3.5 months before I got clean, and I overdosed and been clean ever since. My clean date is August 27th, and just that 3 months from having so much clean time for almost 9 years, like I accomplished so much. I graduated high school, I was starting college, I started my own business. Me and my husband, we are both medical marijuana caregivers. We had our son, we were going on vacations, we had such a beautiful life. And from me just using from Percocets, I started using Percocets, and within a time frame of 3.5 months, I was having an amazing life and started taking Percocets, and 3.5 months later, I was homeless. I was living in my car, but then eventually I let drug dealers use my car because they were paying me for drug money to use my car. Long story short, they took over my car, they wrecked it, they destroyed it, to the point that when I got clean and was in the detox, my husband and I had to go pick up my car because it was towed away because it was so destroyed. The windshield, everything was just shattered. They just really destroyed my car. So within 3.5 months, I was homeless on the streets, prostituting again. I wasn't home. My husband kicked me out within 2.5 months of my addiction because I started smoking crack on top of doing Percocets. And when I couldn't get the Percocets, I went outside to get fentanyl, and that's when I started fentanyl. And by 2 months, I would say, with me being on the first month and a half, I was home, and then my husband kicked me out. So I was out in the streets for almost 2 months, and not even 3 weeks of being out on the streets, I was shooting up and, like I said, prostituting and doing everything that I was doing 9 years ago. It took me right back to where I was, and my son, I wasn't there for him, which broke my heart and still devastates my heart today. I struggle with my choices that I did, and I struggle with depression and just anxiety and remembering. But I tell you, my son is my #1 coping skills, and also to recovery, helping another recovering addict or suffering addict. Praying. I pray a lot. I read a lot of recovery books. I just stay busy. I am back at home with my husband and my son. We moved to Maine, which we was living in Rhode Island. We're originally from Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. And we live in Maine for almost 2 years. I have a beautiful home. I have I have my life back. We love our home. I have a husky dog. I have a Maine Coon cat. Cat's name is Callie, and my dog's name is Sophie. And I just want to relate a message and help another suffering addict or recovering addict, and that's what I'm doing. I'm on a mentorship group on Facebook, and it's called Narcotics Anonymous Fellowship. I think that's the full name. Yeah, it's a way for you to either find a sponsor or for you to be a sponsor, and I'm a sponsor to a few girls on there, and I help them every day, and they help me. Me helping them helps me, and that's what I live for. You know, I just love to help, and I'm doing good in my business. We're doing good in life. Me and my husband are happy, and we're healthy, and my son is healthy, and he's happy, and I do everything for him from morning to night, and I just couldn't be more grateful for life and for a second chance and this opportunity to still be a mom, because when I OD'd, when I got clean in 2019, August 27th, I OD'd, and when they woke me up, when I woke up, not when they woke me up, I said, no way, that wasn't me, I didn't do that, why didn't you just try to wake me up again? No way, I didn't OD. And I still denied it, like all throughout the whole time that I was in there detoxing, because I was in a hospital and they gave me nothing. I was there for 2 days. I had to kick it cold turkey. I was shaking. I was sweaty. I was throwing up. I was crapping everywhere. It was just miserable. And it was in Massachusetts, so my insurance didn't cover it, so that's why they didn't give me anything. So finally on the third day, once the detox withdrawal symptoms were gone, practically, they gave me a Suboxone finally. And then by the fourth day, I was better, thank God. But long story short, even for the whole 4 days that I was there, I still kept telling the doctors, I don't know what they're talking about. They keep saying that I OD'd, and I did not. I did not OD. I was in denial, and it's so sad when I look at it today. When I look back at my situation today and my clear mindset today, it's just so sad on how delusional I was and how much denial I really had. And then it's like, well, you could have just woke me up again. Now I'm sick. And now I'm mad at the whole hospital and all of the emergency room because I'm sick and I'm having withdrawals and they're trying to save my life right now. And I want to go out and run on the streets and go get some more heroin or fentanyl, you know, so I can feel better. And it's so sad. And it could literally it gives me chills just because I remember being there. I remember being that person. I remember it oh so well, just all the feelings and all of the sadness and the brick that was in my chest with all the emotions and the sadness and the just wanting to just die. You know, I just wanted to die, and I never ever want to feel that pain ever again, and I don't wish it on my worst enemy. And that's why I'm so grateful for you, Maul, because more people need you, and everyone that you help, that you help them, whether if they get clean or not. One way or another, you're helping them, and that's a miracle on itself, because there's no one out there. There's not many people out there like you that understand and that want to help, and people need support system, and that's like the most important thing. I was just telling my husband yesterday. I told him about this channel, and you know, we were just talking about support meetings and other people that admire me and I look up to and motivating me, and thanks to my company and my son and my life, everything keeping me busy is what keeps me clean. And I fight this addiction every single day because I still think about relapsing. And this right away, as soon as I get that thought, I just immediately attend a meeting. I read my book. I do some kind of work as far as my company. I'll do something with my son. Or now that I have AML Family, I have been going on there, and it has changed my outlook. Sorry, I keep getting a scratchy throat, and it's making me tear up. But yeah, so this channel has changed not only my my recovery and the way that I outlook on my recovery, and it helps my cravings because it reminds me of where I can go really fast. It reminds me of where I don't want to be. And it reminds me of all my pain that I felt out there with not being able to, I had my good days and I had my bad days, just like the girls out there now, or even dudes, it sucks. And on those bad days, I could just remember the pain that I felt inside, and just the sadness, and no one there to help. And I just think it's so amazing what you do, Mel, because, there needs to be more people like you. I wish that I would have met someone like you when I was out there, and for that reason, like, one day I would love to come and help. And like I said, I'm going to start sending in donations and doing everything I can to help, because I know the pain. I've been there, and I remember it oh so well, very clear in my brain every single day. If as soon as I think that I've moved on, thoughts come right in my head, reminders, moments, and just things that set me back into that mindset. And the only thing that I can do is take control of those thoughts. And by me doing that, I use my coping skills, I stay busy, and I just fight this demon. I tell the demon, fuck you. My life is too good, and you're not taking me down again. I got clean, and I swore up and down, and I was so cocky and conceited, and I was cured, and you could never take me. But all it took was for me to think that I can handle one pill, and all she wrote was it was all said and done. And I started taking pills every day, and before you know it, I was ordering $200-300 pills and getting them delivered in the mail, and this was happening more than once a week, so I was just taking so many pills so fast, and when I couldn't get it, I started on the fentanyl, and it all just went down from there. But today, my life is so good.
Calm before the storm. Things aren't